now! I'm gonna kill you myself!
Super Saiyan Rage is probably the dumbest form to ever appear in Dragon Ball. In the beginning of the Goku Black arc, a Super Saiyan 2 Trunks was completely outmatched by base form Goku Black, which seems to be accurate in power scaling considering that Goku Black was a god-level figure in Goku's body. But later in the arc, after having one training session with a Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, he was somehow able to knock away a Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black, which was really confusing. How did he go from being helpless against Black in one episode to being able to keep up with him within a few episodes? But the power scaling only gets worse though, because much later in the arc, after he gets talked down to by Goku Black and Zamasu, he suddenly gets really mad and attains a new form. Not only does this new power amp have him keep up with Black, but he's also able to cut through and defeat a few Zamasu temporarily, while Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Vegeta, hell even Vegito, couldn't even manage to do that. This form screams the literal definition of an ass pull. Trunks went through zero training or any type of build up to achieve this form. He just gets it and we're somehow supposed to just go along with it. We don't even know what the form does or know where it came from. One popular theory I heard is that he got a taste of God Ki while fighting with Vegeta, but I genuinely don't think that's what happened at all. It's never stated in the show that he absorbs any kind of God Ki, so it begs the question, why was he able to catch up to everyone in the arc so quickly? Well, if I had to guess, it just seemed like the writers didn't give this form any kind of thought, as all they wanted to do was help make Trunks stand out in comparison to Goku and Vegeta. Which is cool and all, but what this does is throw the audience off who was invested in the story. If you want your character to progress the right way, it needs to make sense. There has to be a struggle of some kind or something to help build the character so that they can grow. That way, when they progress in the story, it comes off as less jarring and instead more rewarding. And this form does nothing of that. If you allow your character to just achieve greater heights out of the blue, then it would lead to not only confusion and frustration, but disinterest to those who care a lot about your story. Instead of creating this ass pull, this is what should have happened. After Trunks returns to the past in the beginning of the arc, Goku and Vegeta test to see where he's at, and once they notice that his limit is at Super Saiyan 2, they would introduce Super Saiyan God to him through the ritual, and after that, the story would go on to continue like normal. It's not perfect, but it would make his fights with Black and Zamasu way less jarring compared to what we got, as his level and power would have made a lot more sense. Transformations or characters are something that needs to be developed and treated with care. If they don't, then they can quickly lose their value and impact on the story. Forms like Super Saiyan Blue and characters like Khalifa are prime examples of this, as they both seem to come out of nowhere underbaked to mixed results, with Super Saiyan Blue attempting to be the new peak of power, only to then be showcased as trash in almost every encounter. Khalifa, on the other hand, is showcased to be the worst written character in Dragon Ball, achieving everything in one go without having any sort of struggle to make her interesting or relatable, making us all not really care about her very quickly. And Super Saiyan Rage is no different to these examples to some extent. It's a form that shouldn't exist because there wasn't any proper build-up behind it. It was clearly made for the sole purpose of finding a quick way for him to catch up to Goku and Vegeta in his own way, and to obviously sell toys and merchandise, regardless of the implications it could do to the story, which is really sad to be honest. But yeah, Super Saiyan Rage could have definitely been a lot more, but instead, it turned out to be one of the dumbest transformations to ever be created in Dragon Ball. But what do you guys think though? Was I too harsh on the form, or was my reasonings valid? Let me know in the comments below.